That was me. I somehow got disconnected, so I can hear you. Yes, this is good news. No problem. I'm all the way out.
Group of people when they find out. I'm Dr. Ray Lowther, and I'm the arts consultant with the West Virginia Department of Education, and we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, to Arts Alive 2017.
Tonight is a very special night for us. Arts Alive is presented by the West Virginia Department of Education, and you will see on this stage tonight a snapshot of some of the most talented young West Virginians. It's amazing in the performing arts, in music, drama, theater, and dance. And in addition, if you haven't had the chance earlier, before this moment, in the lobby is a fine visual art exhibit of pre-K 12 talented West Virginia visual artists. We're just really very proud of them. Come on, thank them. Arts Alive 2017 marks this is the 11th edition of this production, and we're very, very proud of that fact as we continue that legacy. Tonight we have a few recognitions we need to make in celebration of that. One of the things that we do for Arts Alive is what we call our poster contest, and that's open to any visual arts student in West Virginia in pre-K through 12. They have an opportunity to create their own interpretation of what a poster for Arts Alive may look like. Our only requirement is that it has the word Arts Alive and the year, in this case 2017, and that it represents, that somewhere in the piece is a representation of the four fine arts. We put that out. Our planning committee looks at those examples. This year we had over 37, I think, of submissions to that, and the committee chooses the winning Arts Alive poster, which becomes the poster, also becomes the front of your program. It becomes the visual voice of Arts Alive as we market Arts Alive for tonight. I'm very, very pleased to tell you that it was a unanimous decision with the committee, and we're very, very proud of our poster this evening. I would like to recognize that student. Madison Smith is a 12th grade student at Robert C. Byrd High School in Harrison County. Her art teacher is Catherine Grimm. And presenting that winning poster is Clayton Birch and his wife Tracy. Clayton is the Assistant State Superintendent of Schools. And he and Mrs. Birch are very supportive of this particular initiative of Arts Alive, the poster contest. So, Mr. Birch and Mrs. Birch, thank you very much. Congratulations, Madison, Katie Krim. Sometimes I feel like a game show host here. Where's the levity tonight? Come on, a little bit of levity would be nice. Thank you very much. That's what I like to hear. We have for you here the Sargent Art Supply Company gives a wonderful gift to winning students in West Virginia of art supplies, which they use and they value tremendously. This is a part of the show that's called the Youth Art Month exhibit in Parkersburg, West Virginia in February, and the students' works are adjudicated and a winner is determined at each level. In the elementary level this year, the winner of the elementary level is Joshua Hamilton and his teacher Cricket Fisher from Cedar Grove Elementary here in Kanawha County. Joshua receives $100 of art supplies from Sergeant Art, and his teacher receives $300 of art supplies. So again, congratulations. The middle school recipient is Abby Weingart. Abby is a 7th grader at Philippi Middle School in Barber County. Her teacher is Leo Rowe, and Abby will be receiving $100 of art supplies, and Mr. Rowe will be receiving $300. We congratulate them. Our high school recipient is Allison McIntyre. Allison is a 12th grade student at Lincoln High School in Harrison County. Her teacher is Carolyn Light, and she too will be receiving $100 in art supplies and $300 to her teacher. Join me in congratulating these folks. I'm not going to take the microphone and walk across the stage, so Rhonda, I might ask you to give me some hand here as well. Our last student and teacher we want to recognize is the winner of what we call the Best of Show. And this is a very coveted award from Sergeant Art Company to our winner at Best of Show at the Youth Art Month exhibit. This year, I would like to recognize Brene Staunton, who is a 12th grader, a senior at Woodrow Wilson High School. Her teacher is Sandy Shaw. Now, you might wonder what exactly she's receiving. Well, this is a first for us with the Sergeant Art Company. Rhonda, on the wall, against the wall, there's a large check there. This is almost like the lottery, but this is a great check. And if you'll hold it up and present it for me to Brene. Brene, if you'll step forward and grab part of that check. It's for $1,500 that Brene can use for continuing her education in art or buying art supplies or what she feels will help her best become a better West Virginia artist. Brene, congratulations. And the leadership for all of these students come to those fine individuals known as their visual art teachers who guide and nurture and encourage and sometimes goad a little bit, push to make certain that they have, their students have the best art instruction and experience. And Sandy Shaw is Brene's teacher. Sandy will be receiving at her school from the Sergeant Art Company $2,000 of art supplies to be delivered to your school, so look for it. Congratulations, Sandy. It's almost Christmas up here, it kind of feels that way, so join me, family, friends, and ladies and gentlemen, in congratulating our arts winners. Madison. As I told you, Arts Alive was originated 11 years ago, and it's my understanding that Arts Alive was part of the vision of a former state superintendent of school, Dr. Stephen Payne, who currently is our new state superintendent of schools. Dr. Payne really wanted to be with us this evening because he really believes in Arts Alive, and he's very supportive of that. He regrets that he can't be here, but he did prepare a video presentation for us of giving a welcome. It's very, very meaningful to us to have the voice and presence, by video of Dr. Payne. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stephen Payne, State Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening. I'm sorry that I can't be here with you tonight in person. I have a very important event going on. One of my kids, you see, is getting married, and I'm pretty happy about that. It's about time. But I did want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the incredible talent that's been assembled here tonight from all corners of the state. West Virginia has a rich tradition in the arts, the musical, the performing, and the visual arts. I'm a bit partial to country music. I think of little Jimmy Dickens, all 4'11" of him, from Trap Hill High School in Beckley, or Kathy Mattea, who learned to play the guitar in junior high and also learned vocal music abilities and talents at Nitro High School. And I love Brad Paisley, who was a 14-year-old student at John Marshall High School in Marshall County. And he became the youngest member of Jamboree USA in Wheeling. All of these artists, by the way, later attended college before they headed to Nashville for greatness. We began Arts Alive in 2007 because we recognized very clearly that we have incredible talent amongst our students in the state of West Virginia. And perhaps the next little Jimmy Dickens, or Kathy Mattea, or Brad Paisley could be in this very auditorium in our midst tonight. So we're proud of the richness of the arts in West Virginia schools. We're proud of each and every student that is assembled here, your parents, your friends, your family members, and all of those who have joined with us to celebrate the arts in West Virginia schools tonight. So now, let the show begin.
Full of love, could you give it up? 'Cause what about angels? They will come, they will go, make us special. Don't give me up,
I've been standing with you, Troy. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? That I had hopes and dreams. Don't you think I ever wanted to know other men? That I wanted to lay up somewhere and forget my responsibilities. That I wanted someone to make me laugh. So I could feel good. You know, the only one with wants and dreams, Troy. But I held you tight. I put everything, my wants, my hopes, my dreams, and I buried them inside you. I watched and I prayed over it, and it didn't take me no 18 years to realize that the ground was hard and nothing was never gonna bloom. You know, you always talk about what you got to give and what you don't got to give, but you take. And you don't even know nobody's given. Ugh. You sound just like Brandon. You know, for 2 years, I begged him to transfer here. Oh no, he says. I'll have to spend like a semester or a summer trying to make up the credits. Then, over winter break, I introduce him to Marissa. Suddenly, he changes his tune. Oh, what's one summer I can be near you? So we transferred, and it was terrific for like 2 seconds, but then every word out of his mouth started to be, Marissa, Marissa, Marissa. I once knew a girl named Marissa. So, last night was the final straw. He was laying in bed and he was like, oh, Marissa, Marissa. And I wake him up and I'm like, what were you dreaming about? And he tries to act all innocent, like, nothing. What do you mean? And I say, it's never gonna happen. And he says, what's never gonna happen? And I say, you and Marissa. And he says, why would I wanna be with Marissa? You and I are together. And I said, well, if we weren't together, would you wanna be with her? And he says, I don't know. I'd be open to it. Why? Did she say something about me? And I'm like, did you not just hear what I said? It's never gonna happen. And he says, all offended, never's a pretty harsh word. I think I'm pretty good with the ladies. And I'm like, not from where I'm standing. And so he's like, are you saying you want to break up? And I say, no, that's what you're saying. And he says, I just can't help it. I can't get her out of my mind. I'm sorry. And I say, you're throwing our relationship away for nothing. She's like Fort Knox. Nobody cracks that. Thank you.
I sing, you are the music. If I fly, you're why I'm good. If my hands can find some magic, you're the one who said they could. When the child who's still inside me finds a song in empty air, when there is joy in making music, it is you who put it there. My dad grew old, his hands grew numb, and now he cannot play. I came to visit, he sat and asked me, how can it be this way? I couldn't find an answer. I played this tune for him instead. My father sat there smiling, for he knew what it said. If I sing, you are the music. If I love, you taught me how. Every day your heart is beating. The man that I My ears are tuned to wonder if when I reach the chords are there, when there is joy in making music. It's a joy that we both share. I never told you it took time till I could see that if I sing, you are the music, and you'll always sing in me. Yes, you'll always live in me.
I know girls who are trying to fit into the social norm like squeezing in a last year's prom dress. I know girls who are low-rise, MAC eyeshadow, and binge drinking. I know girls that wonder if they're disaster and sexy enough to fit in. I know girls who are fleeing bombs from the mosques of their skin, playing Russian roulette with death. It's never easy to accept that our bodies are fallible and flawed. When do we draw the line? When the knife hits the skin, isn't it the same thing as purging because we're so obsessed with death? Some women just have more guts than others. The funny thing is women like us don't shoot. We swallow pills, still wanting to be beautiful at the morgue, still proceeding to put on makeup, still hoping that the mortician finds us sexy and attractive. We might as well be buried with our shoes and handbags and scarves. Girls, we flirt with death every time we etch a new tally mark into our skin. I know how to split my wrists to reveal a battlefield too, but the time has come for us to reclaim our bodies. Our bodies deserve more than to be war-torn and collateral, offering this as a pathetic means to say, I only know how to exist when I am wanted. Girls like us are hardly ever wanted, you know. I know I am because I said I am. I know I am because I said I am. I know I am because I said I am. My body is home. My body is home. Love your body the way your mother loved your baby feet. And brother, arm wrapping shoulders, and remember this is important. You are worth more than who you attract. You are worth more than a waistline. You are worth more than beer bottles displayed like drunken artifacts. You are worth more than any naked body could proclaim in the shadows. More than a man's whim or your father's mistake. You are no less valuable as a size 16 than a size 4. You are no less valuable as a 32A than a 36C. Your sexiness is defined by concentric circles within your wood. It is wisdom. You are a holy tree stump with leaves sprouting out.
lift off my left.
Death is so scary. Aren't you scared? I get so scared thinking about it, I can't sleep. Every night I touch my bedside light 44 times and I hold my breath for as long as I can and I pray, please God, please don't let me die. I'll be good, I'll be good. And then I start imagining what it would be like being dead inside a coffin, all alone in the dark with mice and spiders and worms crawling all over me and dead people moaning all around me and trying to call out for mommy and daddy, but they can't hear me because I'm so far underground. And then I started thinking what it'd be like being stuck there forever and ever and ever until my body's a skeleton, a cluttering skeleton with grinning teeth and no eyes, and I touch my bedside light 144 times, so it'll go away, and 244 times, and 444 times, and then I start crying so hard, mommy has come in and hold me and calm down, it's happening again, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Here's the deal, y'all. 2 months ago, I was on my way to audition for Hamlet at the Dahlonega Community Players. That's when I first saw Nan. She was sitting at the subway just tearing through this footlong with all that stringy lettuce and crying and just mauling on those poor sun chips. And I thought, here's real drama. Investigate. So I asked her if she needed anything, and she told me she didn't believe in love and justice no more, and I was like, whoa. Deep drama, y'all. So I told her about how I was on my way to this audition, because Hamlet's got some major justice kids. And so she went with me, and then afterwards we got some food at Chick-fil-A, and it was over those super puffle waffle fries that me and her became friends. I told her about my dreams of acting. I did not get the role of Hamlet, however. And she told me about her dreams of saving animals. She now works at a small vet in Canton. And afterwards, I gave her my copy of the completed works of William Shakespeare, and she gave me free cat checkups. Hell, I even told her about how I was stripping at the Highway Club until I got my big break, and she didn't hate me for it, which most people do. And after a month of sharing books and meals and funny LOL cat pictures, she told me about her boy Kyle and love and justice and how there's a bigger truth at stake if she only had the courage.
places, I guess it must be so, but still I cannot see if the savaged one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue-corn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends, and we're all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue-corn moon, for whether we are white or copper-skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain, need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Yes, I made the choice. For Papa I will stay. But I don't deserve to lose my freedom in this way. You monster. If you think that what you've done is right, well then you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this where I should learn to be happy? Never dreamed that a home could be dark and cold. I was told every lie. What I'd give to return to the life that I knew lately, and to think I complained of that dull provincial town. Is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. Oh, but then, as my life has been altered once, it can change again. Build higher walls around me, change every lock and key. Nothing lasts, nothing holds all of me. My heart's far, far away, home and Vedrai Corino, sei sicurino, che bel rimedio ti voglio dar. E naturale non ha disgusto, e lo speziale non lo sa far, no, non lo sa far, no, non lo sa far. E un certo balsamo che porta addosso, torite il polso, se vuoi provar. Saper vorresti dove mi sta, dove
force on 5? Do you want force on 5? Well, I mean, I've hopped my camera around. So. Do you want me to get force stuff up here for force? Yeah, I'll go get that stuff.
using this or the? It doesn't matter.
Nope.
Iris up or down. Okay, so iris and this is focus. And then, okay. Got it.
Since I got so since you can
Right.
wherever you're comfortable with.
Will you have any like pan or anything, or is it just gonna stay?
Probably
Okay.
your shot is just going to be to roll range.
Okay.
It may mix out. But I was just, I tried five in bounce back.
Right. Yeah.
Just, they did.
That's fine. I was just sitting on the floor. So-
what are you doing? And in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house up for sale just to get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a 10. Hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? Did you have to pay that fine that you were dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? And since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. But since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I've missed your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before, but that life's a bore so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. Some people search for a fountain. The promise is forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what
Our children need to be protected, don't they? I mean, DRUGS are... Oh, everyone, I apologize. My little one is here, so I'm going to have to talk in code. Just let me know if I go too fast. As I was saying, school isn't the same as it was when we were children. I remember I was so terrified about being separated from my parents. Imagine how much more terrifying that is, knowing many of your classmates are ARMED. Now, I'm not saying anything would happen to Teresa while she was in kindergarten, of course not. But will Teresa make it to 3rd grade before she starts doing DRUGS on the playground? And after DRUGS, how long is it before she's drawn into the world of SEX? And DRUGS and SEX lead straight into PROSTITUTION. I mean, my little girl could become an HOOKER. I tried to convince my husband this, tell him that we should keep Teresa at home and teach her ourselves, but then we got into a big FIGHT, and Kevin lost his TEMPER and YELLET. And that made Teresa cry. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, yes, I KILLED my husband, but what I did was a form of self-defense. Teresa is too young to see the world for what it is. And that is why I'm innocent of MURDER. Thank you. You know, one of the last times I spoke with my father, we were talking about the state of the world, something, I don't know. He looked at me and said, "Barbara, you know, this country was always pretty much a whorehouse. But at least it used to have some promise." And now I think he was talking about something else. Something more personal. His life, his family, his marriage. There was something sad in his voice. Well, no, not sad. He always sounded sad. Something different. As if what was disappearing had already disappeared and no one saw it go. This experiment, America, this hubris. What a laminate if no one saw it go. Here today, gone tomorrow. You know, dissipation is actually much worse than cataclysm.
Siblings by Patricia Smith. Hurricanes, 2005. Arlene learned to dance backwards in heels that were too high. Brett prayed for a shaggy mustache made of mud and hair. Cindy just couldn't keep her windy legs together. Dennis never learned to swim. Emily whispered her gusts into 1,000 skins. Franklin. Farsighted and anxious, bumbled villages. Gert spat her matronly name against a city's flat face. Harvey hurled a wailing child high. Irene, the baby girl, threw pounding tantrums. Jose liked the whip sound of slapping. Lee just craved the whip. Maria's thunder skirts flew high when she danced. Nate was mannered and practical. He stormed precisely. Ophelia nibbled weirdly on the tips of depressions. Felipe slept too late, flailing on a wronged ocean. Rita was a vicious flirt. She woke Felipe with rumors. Stan was born business, a gobbler of steel. Tammy crooned country, getting the words all wrong. Vince died before anyone could remember his name. Wilma opened her maw wide, flashing rot. None of them talked about Katrina. She was their odd sister, the blood dazzler. Novel by Arthur Rimbaud, translated by Wallace Foley. We aren't serious when we're 17. One fine evening, to hell with beer and lemonade, noisy cafes with their shining lamps. We walk under the green linden trees of the park. The lindens smell good in the good June evenings at times. The air is so scented that we close our eyes. The wind, laden with sounds, the town isn't far, has the smell of grapevines and beer. There, you can see a very small patch of dark blue framed by a little branch, pinned up by a naughty star that melts in gentle quivers, small and very white. Night in June, 17 years old, we are overcome by it all. The sap is champagne and goes to our head. We talked a lot and feel a kiss on our lips, trembling there like a small insect. Our wild heart moves through novels like Robinson Crusoe when, in the light of a pale street lamp, a girl goes by, attractive and charming, under the shadow of her father's terrible collar. And as she finds you incredibly naive while clicking her little boots, she turns abruptly and in a lively way, then Gavantinos die on your lips. You are in love, occupied until the month of August. You are in love. Your sonnets make her laugh. All of your friends go off that you are ridiculous. Then, one evening, the girl you worship deigned to write to you. That evening, you return to the bright cafes. You ask for beer or a lemonade. We're not serious when we are 17 and when we have green linden trees in the park.
long as he doesn't swing his mic, we're good.
I know you're happy with the crowd. For many lives stand between me and home, and I, like one lost in a thorny wood, one that rends with the thorns and is rent with the thorns, seeking a way while straying from the way, not knowing how to find thine open air, but toiling desperately myself, torment myself to cast in this crowd. And from that torment, I will free myself, or hew my way out with a bloody axe. Why, I can smile and murder whilst I smile. I can add colors to the chameleon, change shapes with approaches for advantages, and set the murderous Machiavel to school. Can I still do this? And cannot catch a crown? Tut, were it farther off, I'd pluck it down. Where do you think your indigestion comes from? Happiness? No, sir. You get it because you spend most of your time doing things you don't want to do. You said last night that after a crazy week on Wall Street, you're pretty near crazy. And what does it get you? Same kind of meal, same kind of mornings, same dinner at night, same indigestion. Where does the fun come in? I have fun. Time enough for everything. Time to read, talk, go to the zoo now and then, practice my darts, even have time to notice when spring comes around. Don't have 6 hours of things I have to do before I get 1 hour to do what I like. And I haven't taken bicarbonated soda in 35 years. There's people who like to work. You can't stop them. There's people who will go down to Wall Street too, because they like it. And from what I've seen of you, I don't think you're one of them. I think you're missing something. You must have wanted something more when you started out. We haven't got too much time, you know. Any of us. You have all the money you need. You can't take it with you.
Wait a minute, she turned you down?
For now.
You're like, hey, I'm Gaston, I'm so cool, look at my abs!
Who does that girl think she is? That belle has tangled with the wrong man.
Darn right.
I'm disgraced, humiliated. It's more than I can bear.
Oh, more beer?
What for? Nothing helps.
Gaston, you have to pull yourself together. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here loves to be you, Gaston, even when taking their lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick like Gaston. No one's quick like Gaston. There wasn't X as incredibly thick as Gaston's, but there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect up your paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. Who throws darts like Gaston, breaks those hearts like Gaston, who's much more than the song.
Getting it, I'm getting it.
Like Gaston.
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating.
My, what a guy, that Gaston. Give 5 hurrahs and 12 if Gaston is the best, and the rest is all drift. Too much?
Yep.
No one fights like Gaston, douses lights like Gaston. In a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston. But there's no man, there's Burley and Run.
As you see, I've got biceps to spare.
Yes, he does, not a bit of them scraggly or scrawny.
That's right, and every last inch of me's covered with hair.
No one hits like Gaston, I just wits like Gaston. In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston.
I'm especially good at expectorating.
10 points for Gaston. 10.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large.
That is a lot.
And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a boy. I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Say it again, who's a men upon men?
And we'll say it once more, who's that hero next door? Who's that super success? Don't you know, can't you guess? Like his bands and his 5 fingers on. There's just one guy in town who's got all of it down.
And his name's G-A-S-T. Hold on, we're live here. Just give me a second to spell it. I think there's an E, there's a 7, that's for sure. A 5, a Q. Is there a Q? Is there a Q? E.
Gaston!
7! And
Michael Jackson just beat it. Shaq, does that include Charles and tripods? Just me and Jeff?